So here we are, my Black Panther review, and, well, let's get straight into it. It's incredible. Let's start off with the plot. The plot is, it's sort of like The Lion King. I draw a lot of similarities between and Lion King. You know, the prince, has to run away. Has to come back and take his place as king. That kind of stuff. And yeah, it's I thought I was the only one who draw similarities with it, but other people were going, okay, this is like Lion King, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And so yeah, it's a lot like Lion King, but it doesn't completely rip off of it either. It does twist it around a bit. The father does come back, but Black Panther, T'Challa, who is Black Panther, basically rejects his ideas and goes off on his own, rather than going, okay, Dad, I'll agree with your ideas and I'll go off and do whatever, The villain, Killmonger, is unbelievable. I mean, he is a ruthless leader. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the Marvel villains. They're pretty forgettable. But Killmonger is... He's like T'Challa, but extreme. He is, to some, you could say, a black supremacist. Because his plot was, distribute weapons, and basically take over the world so that, quote unquote, his kind can be on top, or something like that. And yeah, that's great, because those people complaining, oh, it's going to be an SJW film. Luckily, no, it isn't. I mean, it basically just gives a middle finger to SJWs. Just going, oh my god, this is a Black Panther movie. No white person should see this. And then it just basically satires their own. It basically just ridicules their entire reasoning and ideas. I really do like the idea that Black Panther's kind of like the moderate. How Killmonger actually kind of wins, because he actually gets T'Challa onto his side, just in a less moderate way, just in a less violent way. I like the idea that, it's a conflict between the moderate and the extremist, you know what I mean? And how, with the extremists, they're completely blind, that they'll do anything, whilst the moderate will do it in a peaceful way. And, I think it's a great moral that, don't be too extreme in your ideas, because otherwise you're going to be corrupted and become violent. That, to me, is the most anti-SJW moral which I've seen come out of movies for the past few years. And yeah, this movie really does show, because people, I was kind of worried, because it was basically an all black cast. I was thinking, oh, they're gonna do Ghostbusters 2016 again, but no, this is what Ghostbusters 2016 should have been like. This is how to do a movie that is centered around one race or gender, and I'm not gonna say, oh, you should do everything on one gender, because no, that's not right. But the people who are complaining about, the people who are complaining about this being an all-black cast, hello, it's in Africa. What do you expect? I'm sorry, right. Anyway, enough of politics, because I know a lot of people are upset by the fact that, politics has basically ruined the movie. I know a lot of people in comments going, I can't watch this movie without thinking about politics. And to be honest, it did ruin it for me as well. Not ruin it, but kind of mess around a bit. Yeah, like there are a few scenes like that got me really uncomfortable. Like going, oh, okay, this is going to get a lot of hate. But yeah, honestly, if you worry this is an SJW movie, don't worry. It is hardly SJW, in my opinion. It is completely fine. It is completely fine for you. I think there are a few lines that are a bit touchy, like there was a literal line that went, "Time another white boy to fix," or "another white man to fix," and I was like, okay, that's going to be that's going to get it under a bit of some people's skins, and it did quite get under my skin as well. It did get me a bit offended, but whatever. But yeah. Anyway, on to Killmonger again. Killmonger, I get why people are saying they feel for him because of what he went through, but to say they're with him, supporting some of his ideas, like supporting him when he's trying to be a black supremacist and try and, basically, is basically a black supremacist, why would anyone... I understand why people support him, like, they understand what he's gone through, but yeah, like, yeah, I think Killmonger was a great villain, definitely ruthless, definitely a very threatening character, and, yeah. Now, on to T'Challa himself, yeah, I love him, I love him, I love his accent, he's so good. He has a nice charm to him, he doesn't shove his "I am the king, respect me" kind of thing. He does actually throw in some jokes, and that's one thing which I was really surprised about. Rather than it being serious and stuff, the characters actually had a bit of fun. They were joking, they were having a bit of banter. That's something which I didn't expect from this movie, but oh man, I would say I know people don't really like Marvel humor, but to me it is actually quite funny. I'm honest, I did laugh at a few jokes, like we are vegetarians. That got me a laugh. Oh, the line which T'Challa says, where basically they're on the car, the Lexus, and they're like, what side do we drive on? And T'Challa just goes, "Just drive." I love this movie so much. I know I'm being overly positive. In the back of my mind, I'm going, okay, seriously, mate, you gotta do some negative bits, but there aren't much any. There are hardly any. I mean, the biggest issue I have with this movie is the CGI. That's all I have, and even then, it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Even then, it's not a big problem. It doesn't ruin it. It's just a bit, yeah. You can see that it's kind of cartoony and stuff, but it's a great movie. What else should I say? I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just so good. The soundtrack. I'm not a fan. I'm not much of a fan of modern music. Well, like music that comes out today. But my goodness, the soundtrack was actually pretty good as well. And the African like tribal songs, I love it when That's what I love about these kinds of movies set in Africa, because sorry, sorry about that. Yeah, but I just love the tribal songs and the soundtrack. It really did give me the Lion King feel as well as the story. It literally sounds like Lion King as well. So yeah, that's another good job they did. The action, yeah, I guess it's all right. I would have liked more of it, if I'm honest. Even though most of it is to do with action, I still would like more. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a great movie, and I just love the idea that so much of the world is just completely ignoring the politics. You know, ignoring whoever is, you know, going, oh no, you're having white guilt if you watch this. Oh, you know, white people aren't allowed to watch this. Who on earth cares? This is a movie for all of us to enjoy. Okay, all right. It's a movie. I mean, I saw Cape Town. I saw reactions after the movie. They were going wild for it. I just, this is why these movies are so special, because it brings the world together, and you know, isn't that the message? Build bridges, not walls. Okay, that's kind of a, yeah, kind of a corny message, but still, you know, it is reliable. You know, if we don't have connections, then we make wars. You know, we have enemies. If we understand our enemies, then maybe we become allies. So, you know, it's a good movie. It's a great movie, and I just love when the world just celebrates like this. You know, and again, coming back to the Cape Town video, which which is on my like videos. If you can you can just easily watch it. It's my recent like videos, so you know it's not that hard to see. But yeah, they were celebrating a lot, and it was really heartwarming to see that. You know, just to see the joy that it brings to them. You know, these superhero movies, and if I'm honest, it really didn't feel like a Marvel movie. It felt something more than a Marvel movie. I mean, I was surprised because it didn't actually have hardly any Marvel characters in it. You know, Iron Man, you know, Captain America, none of them. It was just T'Challa. That's all. I mean, it's just, I don't know, I never thought for 1 second whilst I was watching it that it was a Marvel movie. Okay, I knew it was a Marvel movie, but at any point did I feel like I was watching a Marvel movie? You know, it genuinely felt like something different. And it felt, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what was... It felt different. It felt something special. You know, something that, yeah, it was more than a Marvel movie. It genuinely felt like a great movie, you know, for storytelling as well as action. You know, I'm very sure a lot of people, you know, agree with me that it didn't feel like a Marvel movie, and it felt like something different, and that's not a bad thing either. And you know, that's not to say Marvel movies aren't bad either as well. That, you know, it's just that it felt something different. There's something special about it. I don't know why. It's one of those movies. It felt like Wonder Woman when, you know, in the DC universe. It felt like something special. It felt like something more than a superhero movie. And for me, Black Panther, it's one of my favourite superhero movies of all time now. It's... I would say it's in my top 20 favourite movies, hell. That's how great it is, in my opinion. I know I'm going completely fanboy on this, but I genuinely didn't pick up any issues with the movie. That goes to show how good it is. I genuinely don't know any bad things about it. So yeah, I'll be trying to get it on DVD as soon as it comes out. And with that, guys, that ends my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you took some advice from this. And yeah, I hope you go and watch the movie for yourself. Go Wakanda.